Greetings, grandfather. Many people are asking now, is this true? Is that true? Some things are being predicted by science. Some things are being predicted by inspiration. Some things are being dreamed or visioned. And this will continue over the next couple of years. It is important for you to be able to react to these things in ways that feel good to you and are good for others. So, very simple, all right? Uncomplicated. That's the way we start here today. If you hear about, read about, or otherwise come to be aware of something that sounds awful, even if it is a prediction by absolutely known and trusted resources, and I mean anyone, no exceptions, I would like you to first consider to say the basic living prayer, which, as you know, goes, I am asking that, then you fill in the thing you heard about in the briefest possible way, all right? Such a scenario does not happen or happens in the most benevolent way, like that. Or you can say the standard living prayer, which is what I recommend in many circumstances. And that's to say, I am asking that all those beings who need help receive all the help they need now, in the most benevolent way, from all those beings who can help them. All right? Now, you understand, in the past I have given lots of basic trainings and some predictions. And all of those predictions have come true, one way or another. Maybe not for all of you, but in many ways, for many peoples. Granted, when there was dire predictions, which occasionally I might give, though gently, this being, you see, he is channeling now, Robby. He is channeling grandfather. But he is also a shaman in his own right, a mystical man, knows many things, can do many things, and like many of you has great compassion for others. When he saw the video and prepared it for you to see, after posting it, he would consider and ask a question that I'd like you to ask, because these are good habits to develop. He said, is there anything I can do about this? And then waited for inspiration. I'd like you to get in the habit of doing that same thing. Anytime you hear something about that, anything that's upsetting, is there anything I can do about that, you might say. Obviously, if there's something you can do in the physical world, you will perhaps do that. But these videos are about what you can do in the spiritual world that affects the physical world. So then, you can always say the basic living prayer, as I just mentioned. You can always do that. It will help, and it includes everyone, including yourself. So, there's that. But there's more. When, as I said, I have given some fairly dire predictions in the past, such as something that was predicted in an area in and around the mountain range that used to be identified as the country Yugoslavia. I'll say no more about that. Robby felt compassion. His prediction was about something happening, and that the people would say, oh no. And, well, that something good would come out of it in the long run. Something did happen. An event of frightening pollution. But Robby did something, and it was miraculously resolved, not because Robby waved a magic wand, but because magic done in a benevolent way, meant to be benevolent for all beings, results only in something benevolent, meaning, for those of you who don't have that word in your language, meaning something good for all peoples and all beings, animals too. So, I'm sharing these things with you because I want you to understand that what Robby knows and what he can do was brought about by teaching such as I'm sharing with you right now. So, essentially what I'm trying to teach you today is do not be stuck when even the best authorities that you absolutely trust and who may mean very well make predictions that upset you. Don't accept it as a fact before the fact. Say the living prayers. Read the written blogs if you can and read about benevolent magic and living prayer. Go to benevolentmagic.com and download the free book. It will give you a basic understanding of benevolent magic and living prayer. Read about true magic on the blogs and study the videos here. I am not trying to empower you so that you can corrupt the world. I am trying to empower you so that you can help the world and yourselves. The next couple of years will be changed in the more benevolent way that you would like it to be if you act. So, don't stand back and say, oh dear me. Act. Get involved. Do what you can to do good things, benevolent things, kind things, thoughtful, and, yes, nice things for people and animals if you can. But if you can't act, then in that fashion, then act in a spiritual fashion. Do these benevolent magics, living prayers, true magic, and all that you can do. After you have done these things, please do not continue to fret and worry about them. Know that you have done what you can do. Go on with your life. Other things will come up that you may be able to contribute to and help to change to be more benevolent. I will give you all the teaching that I am able here, and Robby in time may even publish here other beings that he channels who may have things to say too. And from time to time he will even read you some of his favorite passages in the books. We'll see. But for now, do what you can. Don't wait for Robby to do it for you. All the teaching is either here or on the written blogs and certainly in the books. Read, study, watch, listen, act, train, learn. This is all about empowering you. do what you can when you can. Good life to you all, and good night.